one thing that really came to mind when I was walking out there yesterday with my rucksack on the first time, and it's amazing how beautiful this being natural is. Hey, it was really hot and I had this heavy rucksack on me and I was doing my thing and maybe had a long trousers on, and so it all got sweaty and it got tough, and it's like, oh, this is hard work, and wow. But what's so beautiful was this rawness, this naturalness, to be sweaty, to be just as you are, no facades anymore, nothing. Just being in the present, knowing what this is all about, not to judge it, and being allowed the person you are again. It's like, yeah, you're out there, you're walking. It's like, hello, what is it? Of course you get sweaty, and of course you... but finding your beat, you're there, and you move on, and you find your beat, you find your speed. And nowadays, it's all by car, it's all by train, by plane, by rocket, by spaceship, whatever. But this is not a human beat. This is something really artificial. And if you think of how slow, or I can speak for myself, like I have such a slow beat. For me, walking is really my ultimate beat, where I get in sync with nature, where I get in sync particular with myself. And this is quite incredible, because this world has taken on such a speed and you cannot get out of it anymore. Because as soon as you get out and hold on, what is wrong? Are you not motivated, or doing this or that? But here, to run around with a dirty shirt, with stains on your shirt, it's like, who cares? And you're most happy with it, like a little child who plays in the mud. And you go your pace, and sometimes it's a little bit faster and sometimes it's slower, and then sometimes you stop even. And all that matters is that you feel yourself. What do I want? What is now the best thing from a point of self-love, what I could do to myself? To speed up a little bit, to get my heart beating, to slow down, even take a rest, take a nap, sleep, to heal again. What is self-love? Self-love means to be in your beat. Don't take on the beat from someone else. If you're a bee, don't play the whatever. Don't play the bird. Be a bee. And this is your frequency. This is your energy. This is your vibration. Find out where is your beat. What's your speed? What's the tact? And what does come closest to that, so that you are not in doing. Because if you are a beat of whatever 4 per second, and suddenly there is an environment that is slower and it's 1 per second, then you have to do to adapt and become that beat that is not you. And then it goes wrong, because this costs so much energy. It costs so much of your life power that drains out of you, because you're not going into your godly setup of who you are and who you should be. Can you imagine? You're the system, and we are all actually one system. Look at the universe. If you see that, it doesn't look anything else than our body, parts of our bodies with all the little lines and strings that are connected to each other. So what is if you're like a white blood cell? There's a certain beat to it. And all the white blood cells says, no, you get much more money, or you get much more food or whatever if you play a red blood cell. And then it all goes wrong. Because the only real thing is that the red blood cell plays the red blood cell and the white blood cell plays the white blood cell. And they're doing exactly the job, and that's the way how it works. But both of them have to realize they're different. And in that great chaos of indifferences, the magic happens. It all comes together and it's whole and it's complete and it's... Morning. And this is what it's all about. What's your pace? What's your beat? What's your tact? What's your rhythm? Dance to your own rhythm. I know it's difficult because you have to become you. And the wonderful thing for this Christ consciousness that's rising at the moment in all of us, and we're all becoming that Christ on a collective level. And our potentialities allow us to do more and more greater things. And with that we're moving out of the material plane that is here. And yes, we're here. But we're also looking beyond the plate and see what's there and tap into those sources. And yes, we are of this, but we are not from here. We're spirits having a human experience. Don't let anybody tell you the other way around, even though that is the case. You have to do to be. And I think that's a great fault. That's the greatest of sins. There's only one sin. And that means that we believe we're not children of God. We believe that in this world we're humans that maybe have a spiritual experience now and again, or glimpses of that. So, but it's a choice, and that's what we call it, it's the free will. So if you want to remove the only sin that is there, then eat of the tree of abundance. Stay close to that. Don't eat of the tree of realization of this 3D world, because if you play and believe in this 3D world with all that there is and hold on to, you know, paradise is always let go. Paradise always means surrender the moment. Enjoy it. Be fully present of the experience that you're invited to be. That your part is playing out in this whole world. But then let go of it. This is love. And this is very, very difficult in love. To love, you can't prove it. And you can't lock it onto someone or onto things. In particular, not onto that time and space. Because the truth of the morning is the lie of the evening. And that says it all. There's only a moment. And only a child can fully stay in the present. So let's be children. This is what this walk is all about. This is what this journey of going out of a pilgrimage is all about. Of enjoying the moment. There's no goal. I don't have to go anywhere. I'll see where the path leads me to. And if it's down the road 20 meters from there and my intuition and my body says, you're finished, you're done. Then you have to let go of all the expectations that you had and just enjoy the moment and say, okay, I'm staying here as long as it is. But when you do that, and when you really let go of everything that you consider your will, and you join the universe and you become this feather, and this feather is so light that the wind takes it. That the beat of the universe, the beat of the nature, the beat of your environment takes you. Then you know you are in paradise. Because the universe always creates an equilibrium. This is what nature is made for. So, and if it's in equilibrium, then it's perfect. Then it all works hand in hand. And yes, there's this thing about eat and be eaten. Live and let live. And it's all perfect. And if you need to die, then you need to die, and this is your job, then do it. Let go of what it means. And maybe you're just invited to die in this lifetime so that you don't have to die thereafter anymore. Or isn't it when who dies now doesn't have to die in this life anymore? So whatever it is, play the part. Accept your tact, your beat, your resonance, your vibration, your purpose. And go easy, go slow, go fast. And nobody else can tell you that. You can just try. And you have a go at it. And you see, let's try this. But never figure out, or try to think to figure out, that this is the beat. You always have to change your beat too. Because the environment always allows you, or asks you, to stay flexible. Sometimes the heart needs a little bit of a burst. So you have to rush, and the world is rushing you. So now means rush. The world says now you're asked to go, to move on. Let go of this experience. Stop being a dentist. Now go and work with animals. Or go out and work as a farmer. Or help the elderly. And this is really what it's walking. This is really what the beat is. Can we allow thy will, thy kingdom? Can we experience that? Can we be a part of the greater theme here? Instead of trying to make out something that we think and missing out on our purpose. You know, I had this epiphany when I was very young. And this voice in this darkest of my hours spoke and said, you know, you came here to do something. And it's important for the collective. So you can't get out of it. So this is why I'm saying that. Because I know there is a higher, not that I believe, I don't believe, not at all. Because I know that there is something magic, that there's something higher and greater than all of us can imagine. Something that the mind cannot comprehend and don't even try to comprehend. Rather just let go of what you're thinking to know. And then you're maybe the closest what you ever will get to it. Because the child doesn't know too. It's just as curious, it's playful, and it's innocent. This is always my advice to the most people who have any sexual issues. Like, how would your sexuality look like if you bring in the three virtues of playfulness, curiosity, and innocence? Remember, the biggest theme what we have that prevents us and limits us of who we are is shame. To be laden full of shame. Oh no, I don't have any shame. Yeah, you don't know where your shame is till you're right there in the thick of it. Then you know, fuck, here I experience shame. I didn't know that. I wasn't aware of that. Oh, okay. And there comes the innocence to it. Can you then be in that moment playful, curious for what's there, what's behind it, what lies underneath it? And be innocent enough to know, it's like, yeah, so what? Okay, now I'm here. Feel your way through the mud, whatever there is there, and bathe out. It's not like, I see this lake, and this lake on the edges of it, just at the edge where you step into it, this muddy water. And you have to step into the muddy water and bathe through the thick, and you know you're stepping into all the goo underneath it, and it's like, oh, and you don't know, it's so much uncertainty. What is if there's a glass in there, or what is if there's a snake in there, or something sharp, or something bites you, and that's like horrible. And you walk through, and then you get to the clean water. And then you swim in the clean water. It's most awesome. But you know, when you come back into this world again, when you come back onto the beach, you have to step back through that mud again. It's all part of the process. And well, because we spoke about tact and about rhythm, some will take only 2 minutes out there to swim, and they need an hour to get through the mud. The other ones need 2 hours to prepare themselves to go through the mud and stay on the beach. But important is just that you're moving to your own beat. And when you're moving to your own beat, be assured that this is in line and good enough for the world. And then the miraculous wonders happen, the synchronicities show up. Because you know how important it is to be at the right place at the right time. And how destructive it can be if you're at the wrong time, at the wrong place. Just imagine a car accident or something like that. If you're just at the wrong place at the wrong time, and someone makes that mistake and you just are in his way, then bang. So how important is it to connect to your beat and know where on this map you should be at any moment of time? Now bring this down to a physicality, to a mentality and an emotionality. And from there you'll find a true authentic point of flow and of being you. And very little has to be done. Thanks for watching.